so beautiful, and I tell her every day.
I say welcome back to my channel. I am Serene, and we have a special guest today. We already did a video previously, which was a drinking trivia type game. Now today now we are going to have a more serious conversation. And if you have not been following my dating series, I'm gonna link that playlist in the icons here. And I'm sorry to block out your face, but I'm gonna link it like here, right? And you'll be able to see like 3 previous videos that I've done for my dating series. And today we're gonna have a candid conversation about dating and have the male's perspective on this. Disclaimer, this is my friend. So before anybody come into my DMs or the comment section, this is my friend. He's my friend. I've known you for 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe about 2 years.
2 to 3 years.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 years, yes. So this is my friend, Richard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Don't go to her DMs, come to my DMs.
Yes, go to his DMs. He's single and ready to mingle. I'm dating. So, yeah. Go.
Well, my name is Richard. Engineer, civil engineer. You understand? Mr. Bob the Builder. Mr. Got it all in the tool bag. You get me? But yeah, shout out to my Instagram actually, to Baba Igalo, BABAIGALOH. You can follow me there.
Does that mean something?
It's Baba Igalo, isn't it? Baba Igalo.
So yes, guys. So today we're gonna just have a real candid conversation about dating and just get the male's perspective on the expectation of dating and the type of girls. So basically last night I was having a conversation with the guy that I'm dating, and I was asking him, what about women do men not like when they're dating, or they would prefer to avoid? And he was saying that maybe a girl that is too fake. And I was just like, what do you think?
Too fake.
Yeah, I think he was talking about like, you know, very like not real in herself, but also just artificial. So like just diva-ish, but diva to the point where you can't actually have a conversation with them.
I think I'd rather say it's unrealistic expectations.
Okay, so when you meet a girl, like what is the qualities in her that you look for?
Quality that I look for.
Yeah, like what's the number one
straight
quality
up.
that you want in a girl when you
Straight off the bat, if I've seen this girl, I'm already pre in her dress sense.
That's not a quality.
No, it is a quality. It is a quality. If I meet a girl,
okay,
and she has a really good dress sense and she can dress according to the occasion, then for me that tells me, okay, this person is very conscious. She knows her environment. She knows how to handle these different situations. That's from first appearance. That's what I see.
Okay, skip that part.
But after
because clothes can change.
I know, but you're asking from first perspective.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. From first perspective, all I'm seeing is her outside. And
okay.
Once I get to know.
What about character? Like what characteristic? What's that number one characteristic that you prefer or like in the women that you date?
Oh.
I'm helping you guys out. Oh, maybe I'm helping you out. I don't know, but
it's gotta be funny, easy to talk to, understanding, caring. We can have a serious conversation. That sort of.
When men say understanding, because I know I just see a lot of men. Oh, I want a lady that's understanding. What do you guys want a woman to understand? Because typically the men that be like, oh, I need a girl that's understanding, tend to be doing things that no one should be understanding.
That is true.
So what understanding are you looking for? Because if you're looking for someone to accept your bull, then that's not understanding. That's you trying to
Are we speaking?
Be toxic.
No, but do you want it from? That's very true. That is very, very true. But
I know this is my dating series. Come on.
That is very, very true. Do you want it from my personal?
Yeah, and then you have guy friends, so like you could give me a general synopsis.
I think from my personal perspective, it's almost like if I'm talking to this girl and let's say I've shared like a personal experience that I've had that's probably like shaped the way I am now, and shaped the way that I think. Or like
this seems so personal, but continue.
No, this is what I mean. This is very, 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 very true. Very, very true. But like, if I come to you on a vulnerable like type of vibe, and then I'm expressing my feelings to you, and then you sort of don't understand it, and you take it as this guy is weak. This guy can't handle his emotions or anything like that, and we can't talk about anything else about it. You just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
But
feel
like, how emotional is emotional?
I mean,
please don't be falling apart like wet cardboard.
No, not falling apart, but it's like, hey, listen, babe, this happened to me. This is why I think this way, this and that, and then you don't just judge it and close it off straight away. You're like, okay, you know what?
Okay.
I can understand that. I can somewhat relate to that. I can sympathize with that. And then.
Okay, so you or men are looking for women that are understanding, but understanding in a way where it seems as though they care about how you feel and not just their emotions in the relationship.
Yeah, that's a better way of describing it, to be fair.
Okay. So what type of girls will you just naturally avoid outside of the dress sense? Because I feel like when I think about dating and the people I date, I don't ever think about like the stuff that they wear. Because like if I feel like I have a better dress sense, I'll just buy clothes for my guy.
Girls
like we go shopping.
That I would avoid.
Yeah, girls that you would avoid.
Okay, let's have a little story time here.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a little story time here. Girls that I would avoid. It was my 23rd birthday party. So.
How old are you?
25. I'm going to be 26 in January. So 23rd birthday party. We went to Amsterdam for the weekend. Just me and the boys, just as you would. So okay, we land in Amsterdam, spend the first couple of days just exploring, finding our, orientation of everything. So, and then coming up to the second day to last, we decided to go to Amsterdam Dungeon. Okay, so we went through Amsterdam Dungeon, standing in the queue. We all got in. They were having little frights here and there. So when we actually got into the bottom of the basement where we were waiting in the cage to get briefed, I heard these two girls that were talking, and they turned out to be from Peterborough. And I was like, okay, we're from Northampton, we're from Wellingborough. That's not too far from Peterborough. So we ended up just chatting in the line, just going through the whole Amsterdam Dungeon thing. And for me, Amsterdam Dungeon is just not for me. They realized I was the weak one, and they were picking on me every single time. So they were scaring me, even though I was being all scared and dramatic in the thing. This girl, for some reason, was just finding it hilarious. We were talking, everything. We were just like, just friends basically. Now it's time to fly back. Now on the plane, she starts messaging me on Snapchat, and then she's just all like, just talking, and after a couple of messages, I could tell like she has some sort of secret formula.
What's the secret formula?
I could just pick it up straight away, because believe me, getting girls should not be that easy. Getting a girl.
Do I know the girl? And is she gonna see my okay? Because
boy, you don't know her. Trust me. Getting a girl shouldn't be this easy. That was just minimal effort from me. Nothing like that. It was just all being projected. And at that time, I was in fasting and prayer. I was fasting and I was praying. And then guess what comes along? Temptation. Yeah, she comes along, and then so I break my fast now, and I'm all done with it. And I posted a Snapchat of me eating corn. And then she just messaged me saying, "Oh, I wish I was that corn."
Oh, that's gross. You know how hard you have to bite into corn?
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, this girl's a freak. This girl's nasty. And I'm not saying anything back, I'm not sending any signals or anything like that. But she's very, very proactive on everything. Next minute, I'm opening my Snapchat, nudes. I didn't even ask for them.
You don't like girls that give it up easy?
No.
You like to work?
Hmm?
You like to work for it?
I want to work for it. I want to talk to her and find out what she likes.
So do you believe that men like pursuing? Like that is something that men desire and enjoy?
Men do like a little bit of a chase. Not to a chase to the point where you're
like running away.
Yeah. No, but it's just like, just you come we'll do it slowly, and it's like, yeah, just for finding out what she likes, and then you work on that, get you thinking. It's not just like, oh, here's my body naked, and it's like, and what?
Okay, so then what do you think about interracial relationships, or more so like black men dating white women? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
Yeah.
That is a broad question.
I mean, like in the UK, you notice that a lot of black men do date white women.
Yeah.
Or mixed race girls.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
They also date Chinese women.
I know. Okay, so what we trying to say, or what I trying to say, is that they tend to shy away from black girls a lot sometimes, or the ones that are on the latter, or the darker side of the spectrum.
I don't.
So, what do you think about it?
I mean, at the end of the day, you like what you like.
But do you think it's a preference for them, or do you think it's just like the in-trend thing, or like a fetish, or?
I think it's a combination of things, like what I said before. Or let me not even say what I was gonna say. Let me not say what I was gonna say.
No, say it.
Huh?
Say it. Is it rude? Say it.
From what I've just shared from the before, I think a lot of black men perceive white women as very easy to attract, because right off the bat there's that sense of attraction from a white woman that predates back to slavery, or stuff like jungle fever, being dominated by a black person. So there's always that sense of it's sort of like a fantasy, I would say, for a white woman to have that perception. Because there's always this whole presumption that all black people are blessed down in the nether region. So white people always just want to find out. Every time I go to work, even though I work with predominantly males, all they want to do is make comments on, I bet Rich has got a big one. I bet Rich has got this and that. So
I am actually not surprised.
If that comes from white males, it obviously transcends to white females as well. So there's always that sort of thing.
So what do you think about black women dating outside their race? So like black women dating white men?
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
Hashtag me.
Nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, if this person's the one that wakes you up in the morning, makes you happy, takes everything for you, what does it matter about the colour of his skin at the end of the day?
I agree. I could sign this message for sure. So what do you think about paying for the first date? Or paying for the dates, period? Period.
I pay for the dates.
All the time?
I've just come back from one now.
Oh, what?
Last night.
Right.
£105.
£105?
Yeah.
Where did you guys go and date during COVID for £105?
We went to the florist.
The what?
Went to the florist. We got kebabs hanging on a swing. Got my sea bass, rice balls.
Oh, there's a restaurant called The Florist.
Oh, you love it.
Oh, okay.
You'd love it. It's got plants there, everything, big trees. It actually looks like you're walking into a botanical garden.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Where is it?
It's fancy. Oh, it was in Watford.
As in Watford Junction?
No.
Where? Okay. Where's Watford?
Watford is literally just outside London.
So far.
Just past Luton. But yeah, what was the question again? Sorry.
How do you feel about paying for dates and stuff like that? Do you ever make a girl split with you on a date?
I haven't, to be fair.
How would you feel if she wanted to split?
Fair. If I haven't got the money, I'll tell her, listen, I'm gonna make us a picnic. Let's go for a walk. Boom. You've saved your money. You've cooked some food. You've put some thought into it. If you know you haven't got the money like that, there's no point trying to act like you've got money like that. And don't try to make it seem like she's the gold digger when you haven't got the money like that.
I co-sign this
a
so
lot of
much.
A lot of guys are just so like, oh, she's a freaking
gold digger, and they ain't
gold
got
digger,
no
this
gold
and
to
that.
dig.
And then they start doing this whole thing of like, oh, I wanted to see whether you're a gold digger or not. If you haven't got the money, bro, just don't.
Allow it.
If you ain't got the peas. If you ain't got the mushy peas, listen.
No,
Guys,
real talk.
we don't need to be like that. If I've asked you to come out with me, in my head I've already said I'm gonna take you out and I'm gonna look after you. I'm gonna drive to your house, pick you up, pay for it, and this and that. Because at the end of the day, in the long run, she'll realize it. If she's a good woman, she'll realize it, and then she'll say, you know what, I realize what you've been doing to me. I'll take you out this time.
Okay. What if she asks you out?
Huh?
What if she asks you out on a date? And this is like in the early part of your dating.
That's when my pride comes in, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll pay.
Okay.
That's when
But do you think is it actually pride or
fake tap? I can't find my wallet.
So how do you feel about girls leaning to get their purses? Because I feel like that's something that I learned that was supposed to happen when I moved to the UK. Girls were like, "Oh, you have to pretend." I was like, "Pretend to do what?" Like lean for your purse. Like, why would I ever do that?
This is what I hate nowadays. I don't know where people get this whole thing of when you go on a date, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. What about just going on a date and just being yourself?
And leaving your card at home. Y'all don't listen to me because I am spoiled.
I can imagine, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can imagine. But like, even if she asks you out, then it's still part of a gentleman's thing to be like, do you want to go halves on it? Do you want me to split? I can pay for mine. You just pay for yours. Or
yeah, but like, why am I going on a date and splitting with you?
Hmm?
Why, like, especially in the early part of the relationship, like, why am I splitting
for me, it's
a
always,
date with a guy?
First of all, where did this whole thing that a man has to pay in the first place?
It's the patriarchy. What do you mean? Look at the world.
Why does the man have to pay in the first place?
Women had to fight to vote. Don't you think women had to fight to pay?
So do you think it's not even that you have the freaking
Yeah, because of
It's not even
feminism,
that.
this came about.
If we're gonna start talking equality, then
We could talk it. I'm saying because of
we
feminism,
can start talking about equality.
women started to fight to pay,
Yeah,
and now
but
men
then
came on like, oh well,
this
you
the
know,
problem.
I spent like it's so
Women-
embarrassing
when it
that
comes-
we
when
pull
it
out a
comes to that,
calculator and was like,
no,
oh well, you
when
know,
it comes to that,
we split the side so we
no.
could do £2.50 divided by 2, and then you take 125 and I take 125, and ooh, your meal was $18.99, and then we could add that to the 125, and ooh, you know, buy 3. You know the tapas thing, like you could get 3 for £10. I was like, oh, let's just split that down the middle. Like that is
Carry the one.
ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And I used to be a waitress, and it used to be like, could you guys have not sorted this out? Like, couldn't I have not sent you like £30 before we got into the restaurant, just so that we save myself and you the embarrassment? Because waitresses and waiters naturally go and expect the man to pay. I know that's like everyone is like, oh, let's pretend, but like waiters and waitresses be looking at the man like,
to be fair,
you going to pay?
To be fair, last night
It happens.
the day that
I really had the intention of going to the date and telling him why he should not date me, but eating on his dime. I'm not even gonna lie. Who has never done it? Somebody has done it, you know? So we went out, we had a wonderful time, starters, main and desserts, and drinks, cocktails, you know, big up Revs. And the meal came, was about 100 quid. And the lady was just like, are you gonna split? I was like, if you don't move your little MAGA self, trying to prod this guy into thinking that I'm gonna help him pay this bill.
Did you guys listen to what I just heard? She went out for free food just to tell this guy that she doesn't like him.
But, you know, do you think that men don't listen when women say no?
No to what?
No to a relationship. No to I'm not interested in you. No to sex. Do men listen? Because it was 4 months. I was saying no.
A lot of men take that as teasing.
I wasn't teasing him. I was telling him no.
As a form of foreplay.
I wasn't foreplaying.
If you on your end, if you really don't want to talk to this person, all you have to do is block this person from communicating with you and this and that. It won't bother you.
Listen, this dude was sending messages via people.
Huh?
Via people. He was sending carrier pigeons.
What year was this?
2015 into 16. I'm probably gonna cut this out. Just so you know. Huh?
I'm still on this whole paying for this date thing.
The one where the guy paid for me, or just generally?
Did he end up paying for the whole bill?
He paid for it. He told me.
But was that after you caused the commotion?
What? I didn't cause a commotion. Before I left my house, I told him, before we even, like, let's say it was middle of the week, I had already told him I'm not paying.
And he took you out anyway?
Yeah.
So what's the problem then? You told him you're not going to pay and he still took you out anyway.
Yeah,
so
there was no problem.
There's no problem, is there?
But I told you I was going out to tell him not to date me. I told him how to fix his life. I told him how to do all of these things. And I told him not to date me, that he should date somebody else.
But there you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4 cocktails. Porn star martini.
Yeah, I don't drink that. That's a girly drink.
What do you got for me?
I don't know, something heavy. That porn star martini is not heavy. Something strong.
But you're there rinsing him for every bit of cocktail.
No. I didn't rinse him. I told him I'm not gonna pay, and I told him I'm not interested. But if he wants to take me out, he can. And he said, okay, he will. I didn't force him.
And he took it upon himself to. But this is the thing, even if us guys do anything like that with a nice gesture, then you start taking it as, oh, this guy thinks he's a big man now, with this and that.
What do you mean by that?
Like, okay, like I said, do you know who I've spent the most money on a date with? That was an expensive night.
This dude.
That was an expensive
Did I tell you
night.
about that? I told you about that restaurant, didn't I?
What, Gaucho?
Gaucho, yeah.
It was
I think I have a very eclectic taste in food, men, and art, and music. And I told him about this restaurant in Birmingham to take this girl. And let's say, the food was delectable, wasn't it?
The food was alright.
Yeah, the food is good. I think
when
it's
the bill
Venezuelan
came-
or something. When the bill
came, my
it's a
tongue was
very
numb.
expensive restaurant.
My tongue was
He said
numb.
his tongue was numb.
That bill was heavy. And there I am eating everything on that plate. Just like that. That place was expensive, I'm not even gonna lie. It was nice though. It was nice to feel a bit.
And she looked good. I remember that night.
Yeah, she did look good. I look good as well.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. But I remember she looked really good.
No, she did. She did. But
Did she lean for her purse?
No, not at all.
Do you think that is a British thing, and that us ethnic people not raised in the West don't understand the concept of leaning for a purse?
When did this leaning for the purse thing come about?
I don't know. I came here, I went to uni, and people was just like, no,
Why do we have to complicate
you have
things
to, just pretend, make it seem, make him feel like you're trying to pay, but you're not really. And I'm just like, but if I'm not going to pay, then I'm not going to pay. Like, why am I kneeling?
Listen, nowadays, it's actually not about dating anymore. It's really not about dating.
What do you think it is?
I think we're all just playing games with each other.
You think?
I think we're all just playing games
I'm
with
not
each
playing
other.
games.
Huh?
I am not playing games.
No, I mean, I feel like this whole getting to know someone and trying to like find a relationship, we all just start playing games with each other. If I'm interested in you, I will tell you, I want to take you out. This is what we're gonna do. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why we have to complicate things so much with who's paid for what, who's paid for this and that. End of the day, if we're pushing for that marriage, it's gonna be 50-50.
Okay.
It's gonna be 50-50. It's gonna have to be a balance.
Okay. I don't think marriage should be 50-50 though. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're rocking with my content and rocking with this look, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you'd love to see me create any makeup look and speak about any topic, just leave your suggestions in the comment section down below, and I'll be definitely picking those up. And remember, stay beautiful inside and out.